What's up, vlog? Welcome back to another day in the life of living lean. Just putting together some breakfast here in the kitchen, and I was like, why don't I show you what I'm having? Because that's what you do. You start your day off right with some healthy food. So what I got here is some onion and garlic, and it's all pre-prepared. So I just chopped it up, and the garlic's chopped up, and then I add a little bit into the pan. So straight up, if you want to make your food taste better, add some coconut oil to a pan, add some onion and garlic, makes anything taste great. I saute in a little bit of kale with that for some greens and fibers and micronutrients. And I got a little bit of arugula left over, so rather than let that spoil, throw that in there. Greens, free food. Now we'll add some protein in there. Now this is some leftover slow cooker pork. So I added in probably around, 2 to 3 ounces there, because I have another protein source I'm going to be adding in. I'm going to be adding in some egg here as well. So this breakfast is not going to taste, or it's not going to look delicious, but it's going to taste awesome, and it's going to just give you the energy that you need through the day. It's gonna help your body recover from your tough workouts, and it's gonna help you mentally focus and balance your blood sugar all day so you're not always craving. That's what the key is. The first meal you serve yourself needs to be higher in protein and healthy fats to keep you satiated, balance the blood sugar, and get the brain pumping. And lastly, let's just throw in 2 eggs. And I'm just putting these in whole. Made a little bit of a mess there, have to clean that up. So just 2 eggs this time because I already have some protein in there. That should be it. Now I'm gonna scramble this bad boy up. And that is it. It takes that short period of time. People were always like, it takes too long to cook eggs and to add meat and vegetables to your stir fry or your egg scramble in the morning. It doesn't, because the meat is already pre-cooked from your dinner the previous night. You just have to cook it in bulk. Eggs take like 3 minutes tops. Saute takes like 1 to 2 minutes. Guys, preparation prevents piss poor performance. That's how it's done. Let me show you once I put it out on a plate. It's not gonna be pretty, but it's gonna be delicious. Boom, there's the meal. A little handful of macadamia nuts. Let's put a little splash of hot sauce on there. You know I like it hot and spicy. And there you go. That's a quick little breakfast option for you. Maybe if I spin it, it'll make it look better than what it does. But it's just an egg scramble. Egg scrambles don't have to look good, but they need to taste good, and they need to do your body right. And that's what this breakfast does. Let's eat. Baby Kyla made an appearance.
Hi.
Well, and Jessica made an appearance too. Can't forget about Jessica. Which I kind of did because I only made breakfast for one. I thought she ate. Just miscommunication. I thought she ate, so I'm gonna have to divide this up into 2, so it's really not gonna hit my macros, but I'm willing to give that up for Babe. Now,
share your macros, Bill.
Let's play a little game. Let's see if you can guess how much macros and calories is in this meal.
Kyla, can you do it?
All right, Babe, what do you guess? So there's 2 eggs, about 3 ounces of pork, a tablespoon of oil, and about like a little handful of macadamia nuts. You write down what you think it is. I'm gonna write down what I think it is.
Oh, you don't already know?
I have no idea. So this is just to show, and then we're gonna put in our meal planner software and figure out what it actually is.
Okay.
All right, so give us a second here. Okay, so we just did it. Pork, we don't eat it very often, so
yeah,
maybe
that's why that one's throwing me off. Like chicken, I could nail it, but
maybe
pork, I'm like,
excuse me, so what do you got?
So my guess for this entire plate is 565 calories, about 40 protein, about 45 fats, and close to 0 carb. Essentially no carb, because those are free veggies that we don't count.
Okay, I have 487 calories.
Oh, lower, huh?
40 grams of protein, 35 grams of fat.
Including the nuts though,
and
right?
3 grams of carbs.
Are you including the nuts?
Of course, it's on the plate.
So you count 3 grams of carbs even though there's really no like countable carb source in there?
There's carbs and nuts.
A little bit, but.
All right, so here we go. Here's the meal planner software. There's the foods that counted the calories. Total calories 510. Jessica said 565. I said 487. Protein 33. I said 40. Jessica said 40. Fats I said 35, and I was close, 39.
I said 40.
And carbs, I said 3, and it's 7.
Yeah, the carbs were more significant than even you thought. So those macadamias have more carbs than I thought.
So, that's pretty close though. I mean,
Yeah.
so that's kind of like what we've been telling you guys is that, you know, like when you're living lean, it's a lifestyle. You don't have to be like bang on with your numbers when you're living lean. So in the beginning, like when we were there, we were using the software all the time to track everything.
And I would have done the tracking before consuming the meal instead of guessing it and just going by feel, because when you want your results to be exact, your eating should also match that. So if you like are at this place of maintenance where you like the results you're getting, everything's cool, you're happy with what you're seeing, then you can sort of do this guesstimation. And you can see we're both in the ballpark of closeness. So we knew that this wasn't 1200 calories. We knew it wasn't 100 calories. You know what I mean? We both were able to get within a margin of error plus or minus 100. So for consistency of living lean, that's close enough. Right, babe? But for transformation, I would try to get even closer.
So you may be thinking, if we're 60 calories off per meal in like that guesstimate, if you have 4 meals a day, you know, that's 240 calories that you could be over or you could be under. So the answer to that question is, because I know you guys are probably thinking it, is if we started to notice in the mirror that things were going awry, then we would dial it back in again. But you know, it's kind of a hit or miss. So sometimes we may be 60 calories over, sometimes we may be 60 calories under. So we're close enough in that ballpark. But for you guys who have a strict goal that you're looking to get to, and that you're still in the beginning journey of this Live Lean journey, then we do recommend that you do dial it in and really kind of measure your food for the first few weeks, get that PhD in nutrition, and then you can be smooth sailing like us. Okay guys, time to pick the winner of the Live Lean cookbook from last week's vlog, the grocery haul. I asked you guys if you could guess how much our Costco grocery haul was. Someone came very close, a few of you came very close, but the winner of the Live Lean cookbook is right there, $336.48. So the cost was $337.47. You were about $1 off, so you are the winner. If that is you, reply to this video and we will hook you up with the Live Lean cookbook. And I know a lot of you may be like, that's a lot of money and I can't afford that. That's not just a week's worth of food, that's like 2 to 3 weeks worth with a few grocery runs here and there for little things, small things. But for people who think, and from a mindset standpoint, that food is an expense, you gotta listen to this. So now it brings me to the idea of a lot of you, when you see me cook or Jessica cook, you're like, I can't afford food like that. It's too expensive. Well, here's the thing, guys.
She thinks it's funny.
He's like, it's funny. Here's the thing. How being fat is costing you money. That's the real issue here. Like, just think of, over the long term of being overweight, not only are you gonna have more medical bills, more medication, more trips to the physiotherapist because your joints are taking a beating, all that stuff. That's the real thing that you're putting your money away. And I consider food an investment in your body. I consider money into medical bills and medications. That's a waste of money. That's an expense. Food is, like I wrote in my book, Think and Live Lean, food is like putting money into your retirement account. It's creating the future that you want, a healthy future, so you can play with your kid, you can play with your grandkid. That's what putting money into food is gonna give you guys. And I always like to use this idea. When you go to the clothing store, do you go into the clothing store looking for the cheapest source of jeans, the cheapest t-shirt, the cheapest pair of underwear? No, you find something that is good quality that you want to put on your body because it's going to make you feel good. But then you go to the grocery store and you look for the cheapest food possible. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not judging you because I did that as well growing up. But then when I changed my mindset and I was like, you need to invest in the things that are gonna get you better, that's gonna make you healthier, that's gonna bring you closer to your goals, that's when I started investing in better food. So yes, our grocery bills are higher, but it's an investment. I don't look at it as being an expense because I'm not spending money on $400 jeans. I don't have a $300,000 car. Like, I put my money where it's important. So it goes back to the idea of show me your bank account and I'll show you where your priorities are. We can go through item by item and I guarantee you there's things in there that you should not be spending your money on if you can't afford healthy food and if your health is a priority to you. So just think about that. That's a mindset shift that you guys need to take.
And you are wearing the food that you eat. You're wearing it on your body is a representation of how well you're eating and the quality of your food intake. So yeah, forget about expensive clothes, make an expensive body.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So with that said, we gotta eat this food. You saw that. So with that said, drop the mic. I'm out.
Bye.